Let's begin by hip walking to the front third of your chair. And then place your feet flat on the floor, shoulders back, tummy in. And keep looking straight ahead with your chin parallel to the floor. And we'll start by taking one heel out at a time. That's heel and back, heel and back. We're going to do this for 30 seconds or so. This is just loosening the knee joint, preparing us for following exercises. Sit nice and tall. Make sure the toes point to the ceiling and very gently place your heel each time on the floor in front of you. Well done. Now we're going to move on to arm swings. So stop the feet, sit nice and tall, let the arms hang loose at your sides, keeping your arms straight and just gently swinging your arms. So we'll swing our arms at your sides. Keep nice and tall, keep your spine as tall as you can. Don't lift your arms too high. This is just loosening up the shoulder joints. And now we're going to change to a double arm swing. So stop and then swing, keeping nice and symmetrical. Keep your chest lifted. So stop your arms and then very quietly just marching on the floor. You don't have to lift your knees too high. The aim is to land on your toes and roll through to your heels. This is loosening up your ankle joint, and it's just also working into your quad muscles a little bit, in your thighs, getting them warmed up, ready for more exercise. You can swing your arms a little bit as well if you like. Now rolling your arms. Relax your shoulders and back the other way and forwards again and back the other way. Wrist circles, so just rotate your wrists. Now the aim of this one is to keep your lower arms still and just rotate at the wrists. Good, and back the other way. You need to make as big a circle as you can. And relax your arms down on your lap. The next one's for ankles, flexibility of them. So imagine a coin on the floor under your knee and put your toe on it. Then lift that leg and put your heel on the coin. So it's toe and heel, toe and heel. Once you've checked where your toe and heel are going, then look straight ahead, shoulders back and down. Toe and heel, toe and heel. Now you may find this aching a little bit in your thigh. That's good. Again, we're warming it up and it's also working your ankle. And stop. Now the other leg. So it's toe and heel, toe and heel. Keep going, toe, heel. Look up. Toe, heel, toe, heel. Just a few more. You may start to feel it now in your thigh. Just a few more. And stop. Well done. Now relax your arms at your sides and I'd like you to lift your shoulders up towards your ears and then very slowly down. All our movements should be slow and smooth. So they come up again. Keep your head still. Right up as far as they'll go and very smoothly down. Press your shoulders down to the floor and up again. And down. And the last one, so really slowly up, as high as you can, and down. Well done, that's our warm-up completed. So just marching the feet a moment. And stop. Now tuck your feet back slightly under the chair. In preparation to stand, you can either have your hands on the sides of the chair, you can have your hands on your lap, or if you're feeling extra balanced, you can fold your arms. So ready, steady, and stand. And pump your feet as soon as you get there. That's leaving the toes on the floor and just lifting the heels up alternately. Well done. Now make your way round to the back of your chair. Stand behind it and hold on to it if necessary. Good. Now we're going to start the aerobic part. So we'll start with some toe taps. So think nice and tall and tap forward and diagonally. Forward and diagonally. So it's tap and back, tap and back. Tap and back, tap and back. Keep going. Now you imagine you've got headlights on your hips and the headlights are facing forwards. So you mustn't twist and let the headlights change direction. So keep the headlights straight ahead and you're going just to the side, tapping the foot. Very gently and tap and tap and tap and tap. So the idea now is that we're working the heart muscle a little bit. We're starting very gently, and this is for our fitness level. This is so that we can carry out everyday activities easier than we currently do, by getting less out of breath. Well done. Don't go any faster. Tap and tap, tap and tap. We're going to change to a march. So just a march. You can swing your arms gently if you wish. Again, land on the toes, very softly, and roll through to the heels. Think about your posture. So you don't have to lift the knees too high at this point. About another 30 seconds. That's not really quicker, it's just a slightly bigger distance that you're swinging the arms. And now lift the knees slightly higher. Relax the arms, keeping the knees high. Done. We're going to move straight on to arm presses. So stop the march and now press forward and back. Press and back. Press and back. Imagine you're pushing something away from you and then it's pushing you back. So push it forward, let it push you back. Press forward and back. Standing nice and tall, chest lifted, and press, and you hold your tummy in, and press, and press, and press. Keep going, a few more. Press. 9, 8, 7, we're nearly there. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 to go. And last one. Well done. Relax your arms. Now sideways step. Take one step to the side, join it with the other foot, step back and together. So it's step, together, back, together. Step, together, back, together. And step and back. Step and back. Step and back. Keep going. You're doing well. Keep the same rhythm. Step and step. Step and step. Well done. Now feet slightly apart. Tummy in, shoulders back. Now put all your weight on one leg. Leave the opposite toe on the floor and then bring your weight onto the other leg. Keep nice and straight down the middle, don't bend in the side at all. And the other way. Keep facing front, and last time, very slowly, and back to the centre. Good. Now place your hands on the chair in front of you if you need to. We're going to stand now on our toes. So just think posture to start with, think tall, and then just lift your heels off the floor. Not too high. That's it, stay there. Now think of the weight on your big toe and second toe. That will help stop your ankles rolling outwards. And relax down. Well done. You may not need two hands on the chair. You may be able to do it with just one, or one finger, or no hands. It's up to you. So next time, let's stand. Just lift the heels. Hold that position. Let's count, shall we? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep going. 3, 2, 1. And relax your heels down. Well done. So the next one is one we've practiced in class, a tandem walk. So I'd like you to turn 90 degrees to face the side of your room, and you can place one hand on the side of your chair. Put all your weight on one leg and then put the other foot in front, put your heel on the floor, and then bring your body weight forward so the weight is now through both feet. Then bring your back foot to the front and just continue as though you're walking on a tightrope. Keep looking straight ahead. And bring the back foot to the side. Well done. Now turn towards the front and all the way round, and we're going to go back in the other direction. So weight on one leg, bring the other foot in front so the heel touches the toe of the back foot. Bring your body weight forward and the heel of the back foot comes up, and then proceed one foot in front of the other. Look straight ahead, keep your tummy pulled in tight. Use your hand on the side of the chair if you need to for support. And bring your foot to the side. Well done. Turn round and face the front again. Now come round to the front of your chair, please, and stand in front of it. Make sure you can feel the chair on the back of both of your knees. And when you're ready, I'd like you to sit down as slowly as you can. You can use your arms if you like for support. So lower yourself into the chair. Well done. Now make sure you've hip walked to the front third of your chair, please. Sitting nice and tall. Very carefully take your TheraBand and lie it across your lap. Palms facing the ceiling, scoop the band a fist's width apart. Try and keep your forearms flat as though you've got a tray of drinks balanced on them, so your wrists are nice and flat as well. Your forearms are parallel to the floor. Now stretch the band out to the side, slide your elbows back, keeping them tucked in. The band hits your lower tummy. At that point you count 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your arms forward, keeping them outstretched, and then relax in. So let's do that together. Out to the side, slide back, shoulders back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come forwards and relax. Out to the side, stretch back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Forwards and then relax. Just check your wrists are straight. And again, out to the side, slide back, shoulders back, looking straight ahead. 4, 3, 2, 1. Forwards and relax. Now you can do as many or as few repetitions of this as you like. I would suggest about between 5 and 15, depending how you feel. Come forward and relax. It's very important to work up slowly, so you begin with a lower number of repetitions, And as you get stronger, you can increase this. Come forwards and relax. Well done, and relax your arms down. Now that exercise worked your wrists, your triceps, and your upper back. So wrists for lifting kettles and saucepans and turning taps. Triceps, pushing out the chair or getting out the bath. And your upper back, which is all about your posture and your balance. So we're now going to work on your quad muscles or your thigh muscles, and we need to keep these strong for walking and for climbing stairs. They may hurt the knees a little bit, but it's actually good because it will make the muscles around the knees stronger. So this is called sit to stand. So tuck the feet back slightly and ready, steady and stand. Pump the feet when you get there. Take a step back with each leg. Make sure you can feel the chair on the back of your legs and sit down. Good, and we're going to stand again. So we're going to repeat this. Pump the feet if you need to. Feel the chair on the back of your knees, stepping back if necessary, and sit down. Good. So you may need to hip walk further forward, tuck the feet back and stand. Good, pump the feet. Check where the chair is and sit down. So how about a few more of those? We're going to now work the bicep muscle, useful for carrying heavy things, certainly the shopping. Now I'd like you to put the band in front of your feet, tuck your feet back, lay the band on the floor in front and stand on it with both feet. Turn the band so the ponytail of the band is at the front and your thumb is on top, and then bring your upper arm in at your side, keeping your elbow tucked in. Now chest lifted, shoulders back. And just raise the thumb towards your shoulder, stretching the band. Well done. And gently down. Okay, so bring the arm up towards your shoulder and gently down. You may notice that here we're using different coloured bands. They offer a different resistance. And the higher the resistance, the harder you will be working. So again, as the weeks go on, you may choose a stronger band. That's it. 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. And again, keeping the elbow tucked in. 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Good. Always make sure that your palm is facing inwards and your thumb is on top. And also check that your wrist isn't bent sideways at all. So keep it as straight as you can and lower down. Good. Same again. Lift and lower and lift and lower down. We'll make that our last one and move on to the other arm. So take your feet off the band, tuck your feet back under the chair, lay the band across in front and stand on it with both feet to secure it. Have the ponytail at the front, thumb on top, shoulders back. Now you may notice how tight or how loose you've got the band here, depending on how hard you want to work. So tuck your elbow in at your side and lift your thumb towards your shoulder. Don't go all the way, otherwise you'll bend your wrist. And we want to try and keep the wrist straight. 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. And again, keeping your elbow tucked in. 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Well done. Let's keep going. 4, 3, 2, 1. You may notice that one arm is stronger than the other arm. That's completely normal, just as some of us are left-handed and some of us are right-handed. And back down. And again. 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. We'll stop there, but remember you can do a few more if you're feeling particularly strong today. Well done. Put the band over the back of your chair or out of the way. It's important to stretch after exercising. So we're going to do our first stretch now, which is for your tricep under here. So place one hand on the same shoulder, Walk your fingers down behind your neck, and if you like, you can help the elbow up slightly using the other arm. So you can see me just walking the fingers down behind my neck as far as you can go. Hold that for about 15 to 30 seconds and gently lower the arm down. And the other side. So always move slowly and smoothly. Help the elbow up, walking the fingers down behind your neck. This helps us keep this muscle stretched, and that's the muscle that for reaching, perhaps doing up a necklace, turning your collar over, even if you've got an itch down there. So it's very useful to be able to keep this tricep muscle stretched and relax it down slowly. So for a chest stretch, I'd like you to place your hands on your bottom, squeeze your shoulder blades in towards each other, and remember to breathe. So the whole time just stretching open the chest. This helps expand your lungs. Keeps your shoulders back, which is good for posture. A little bit longer, as I say, about 15 to 30 seconds. And then relax the arms down again. So we're going to stretch the tricep muscle, that's the muscle under here. Place one hand on the same shoulder. Walk the fingers down behind your neck. You can use the other hand to assist lifting the arm if you wish to. Hold that stretch. Keep breathing as normal. Keep your chin parallel to the floor and your head vertical. It's good to keep this muscle stretched so that you can reach your collar or your necklace. And relax down. And the other arm. So gently lift the elbow if you wish to. Wriggle the fingers down behind your neck. Keep your head straight, as I say, chin parallel to the floor. And it's good to keep this muscle stretched. Ideal if you're doing up a necklace or straightening your collar. And gently lower down. Now take hold of the bottom of the back of the chair and squeeze your shoulder blades together. This is a chest stretch. And keep breathing. So don't hold your breath in this stretch. Keep your shoulder blades pressed in together. Again, about 15 to 30 seconds. And relax, bring your arms back and place your hands on your lap. Now a calf stretch, that's this muscle here, back of the lower leg. Take one leg straight out in front of you. Just check that you are on the front third of your chair, please, so that you can get that leg straight. Now pull the toes up towards your shin, stretching the calf muscle. Keep your tummy in and shoulders back. Keep the toes pointing towards the ceiling. This can help alleviate or prevent cramp as well, so it's a very useful stretch, and you can do this every day if you wish. And relax the toes down. Now place your hands on the opposite knee, grow tall, and then bring your chest forwards, looking straight ahead. Relax your shoulders, and we're now stretching the hamstring, that's the back of the thigh. So hold that position, keep looking ahead, but relax your neck and shoulders. Try and keep a nice flat back. And the benefits of this stretch are so that you can reach your feet. So for putting on socks or tights or doing up shoes. Keep breathing through the stretch. Sometimes you may feel you can come slightly further forward towards the end of the stretch. And then slowly sit back up and bring the leg back up. And let's do that the other side. So take the other leg out, sit tall and pull the toes towards your shin. Just feel it in the back of the lower leg, so you shouldn't feel it anywhere else on your body. And relax the toes. Now place both hands on the top of the bent leg. Grow tall and chest forwards, look straight ahead, bending forwards but keeping your back straight. Breathing naturally, and hold this stretch for 15 to 30 seconds. You might find after about 15 seconds that you can bring your chest forward just slightly, and that will increase the stretch in the back of the thigh. And carefully sit back up and place the leg next to the other. An exercise session with taking some long, deep breaths. It's also very good to help you relax, and it also acts as pain relief. So you can do this at any time. This is a good method to try. So relax your arms at your side. Do make sure you're sitting tall and you're still on the front of your chair. Now as you lift your arms up, you're going to breathe in for 5. So breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. No higher than your shoulders. Then hold your breath for 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale through your mouth and let your arms float down. 3, 4, 5. Let's do that again. So breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more time. You may even want to close your eyes. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 4, 5. And breathe out, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to warm up standing up on this session. So behind your chair, holding on to it if necessary, and we're going to start with a very gentle march. So think tall, keep your tummy in, look straight ahead. It doesn't have to be fast, we're just going to start nice and slow, just picking one foot up after the other. Try and land on the toe and roll through to the heel with each step. So ideally, you should do this for about a minute. And this is just loosening the knee joint and the hip joint. Well done, that's looking good. Okay, we're going to move on to arm swings. We're going to continue by swinging our arms. So just hang your arms directly at your sides. Try and keep the arms almost straight, with just a tiny bend at the elbow. And let the arm just hang from your shoulder joint. And here we're just loosening the shoulder joint. It's like oiling it. It's with something in your body called synovial fluid. And we're just lubricating the shoulder joint in preparation for further exercise. Keep your tummy in and your chest lifted at all times. And don't need to lift your hands too high in front of you. And relax the arms. Now, again, if you need to hold the back of the chair, do. We're going to take one heel out, and you bend the other knee slightly, then bring that leg back, and then take the other heel forward, bending the other leg slightly, and that heel back. So place the heel on the floor, and back, and the other heel and back. So it's heel and back, heel and back. The foot is not directly in front, it's just slightly to the side. Heel and heel, speeding up just slightly now. And heel and heel. Well done, that's looking good. And relax your legs, then take one arm up and bring it back down, and the other arm up and down. Don't worry about how high you can reach. You'll probably find one arm reaches much higher than the other, and that's absolutely fine. Only lift as high as is comfortable and don't go to any pain. So up and up and up up, keep going. This gets your heart working as well a little bit. As soon as you start raising your arms above heart level, it makes the heart work a little bit harder. Again, warming our body, ready for the exercises to come in this session. Let's count down the last 10 seconds. So it's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax your arm down. Well done. We're going to hip walk to the front of your chair. Well done. When you reach the front third, let's hip walk back again. This is good for your bottom, this exercise. Well done. And the front again. And it works your tummy muscles as well. Good. And to the back. And last time to the front. Well done. It's very important to keep your fingers strong and flexible, so this exercise will help with that. So first of all, make fists with both hands, and then open your hands up as wide as you can and stretch your fingers apart. And then curl into a fist again, squeeze tight, and then open out and stretch. And squeeze and stretch. Squeeze, make tight fists, even your thumbs, and now stretch your fingers as wide as you can. And squeeze and stretch open. It's actually easier to make fists, but it's much harder to stretch them, so that's the one we need to concentrate on. Stretching the fingers as wide as you can. And squeeze and stretch. This exercise is good for keeping flexible in our sides. It's called a trunk twist. So take one hand and place it across your body onto the side of the opposite thigh. Then take the other hand back towards the back of your chair. Turn your chest towards the side, keeping your chin parallel to the floor. Now relax your shoulders, and I just want you to feel the stretch in your sides. Hold that position just for a few seconds, and then keeping your chest lifted, turn back to the front. Very slowly, swap your hands over and turn in the other direction. If you like, you can pull slightly with the hand on the back of the chair just to increase the stretch, and you should feel the stretch down your sides of your body. And come slowly back to the middle. Same again. So swap hands and twisting round. And back to the centre, keeping your chin parallel to the floor, all the way round. It's a bit like when you're reversing a car. But make sure your neck is now relaxed and your shoulders are relaxed. And keep your chest lifted and slowly turn round to face the front again. This is the aerobic part now of the session, so you're going to start by marching. Now you can hold on to the chair in front of you if you need to, or you can sit down in your chair if you find that easier at this stage. If you are sitting down, don't lift the knees too high when you're marching. And for everyone, make sure that your toes land first and you roll through to your heels. Your arms can swing a little if you like. And the idea of this section is to increase our heart rate just slightly, just to build up our heart muscle. So you may find yourself over the next 4 or 5 minutes getting a little bit warmer. That's good. And we're going to move straight on to our arms. So it's in, out, out. Then touch your head, your shoulders, your hips and your thighs with a little bend. So together it's in, out, out, head, shoulders, hips and thighs. In, out, out, head, shoulders, hips and thighs. Good for coordination, this one. Out, out, head, shoulders, hips and thighs. And now that you've got it, let's speed up a little bit. Head, shoulders, hips and thighs. In, out, out. Head, shoulders, hips and thighs. And again, in, out, out. Head, shoulders, hips and thighs. In, out, out. Head, shoulders, hips and thighs. Keep going. How are you getting on there? Head, shoulders, hips and thighs. In, out, out. Head, shoulders, hips and thighs. Well done. Now, stepping without too much break here, we're going to do a double side step to one side. So step, together, again, and together, back, together, back, together. So all together, if you can do it sitting down or standing up. Step, together, back, together, back, together. Use the chair for support if you wish. Back and back. And again, step and step. Keep your hips facing forwards. Remember the headlights on your hips pointing forwards at all times. And think about your posture. Keep your chest lifted, pull your tummy muscles in and your shoulders back, looking straight ahead. Well done. And step and step and step and step. Keep going. Another 30 seconds. Now if you're feeling very fit, you could add some arms. So some of you might do this. We call this the flapping arm exercise. Step and step. The arms don't come too high. Step, step and step. And again. Well done. Now relax the arms but keep the step. And step and step. Step and step. Last one. Step and step. Well done. Straight into our toe taps. So it's tap and back, tap and back. That's tap and tap. Good. Keep looking forwards. Keep your shoulders back. Tap and tap. Tap and tap. You should by now feeling just a little bit tired. You can always increase the amount of time you spend on this section as the weeks go on. And slow down to a stop. Just marching very slowly, a little bit like marching on the moon. Just to slow your body down and relax. This exercise is for balance, and the ideal place to do this would be alongside your worktop or perhaps alongside the dining room table so that you can hold on as you go. So we're going to show you this by turning to one side. Now hold on to your stable surface and just lift up onto your toes. And now we'll try some very tiny walks forward on our toes. So tiny little steps, as slow as you can. Tinier steps the better. And then relax down your heels to the floor. Well done. Perhaps now turn back to face the other way. So come up onto your toes again. Use the worktop for support if you need. And walk forward, tiny steps at a time. Keep your chest lifted, look straight ahead. That will help your balance. And stop and relax your heels down to the floor. So now where you are still at the worktop or your dining table, or you can head back to your chair and hold on. And then I'd like to put all your weight on one leg and lift the other leg just off the floor, bending the knee. Now if you feel you can take one hand off your stable surface, then do. Keep your chest lifted the whole time. Focus on something straight ahead of you. That will help you to keep your balance. And relax that foot down. Well done. Now try the other side. So put all your weight on the other leg. And just lift the other foot off the floor. Hold that position. Let's try and count down, shall we? From 10, 9, keep that foot up, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, you're nearly there, and relax that foot down. Well done. And that was the one leg stand, which is excellent for balance training. This next exercise is to help strengthen your wrists. So you need to find a wall in your house where you can place your hands. Stand about an arm's length away from the wall with your body straight. Place your palms against the wall and then lean gently, bending your arms, taking your face towards the wall. 3, 2, 1, and gently push back with your arms. And again, so just bending at the elbows. 4, 3, 2, 1, and push back. So this is strengthening, all your body weight is coming against the wall, strengthening your wrists. Come forward. 4, 3, 2, 1, and push back. And again, lean towards the wall, bending at the elbow, looking straight ahead. Feel the pressure going through your wrists. 4, 3, 2, 1, and push back. This exercise is for your quad muscles, the muscles in your thigh, and help with walking and climbing stairs. So take your TheraBand, very carefully bend forward and place the loop of the TheraBand under the ball of your foot. Then put your foot down. Bring your hands up so that they are either side of your knee, keeping your thumbs on top. Now sit as tall as you can so that your back isn't bent forward. Now lift the knee, leave the leg exactly where it is and put your hands in your back. So place the heels of your hands behind your back to stabilise the band. Now extend your leg forward and keep the heel about an inch above the floor. Keep your shoulders back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bend the knee, bend the hands, and relax that foot down. Lift the knee, hands in your back, extend. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift your knee and relax your hands. Lift your knee, hands in your back, and extend that leg. Push against the TheraBand. Can you feel the muscle in your thigh working? Relax your hands, bend your knee, and place the foot down. Let's do the other side. So gently release the band, hold both ends, carefully bend forward, and put the loop under the ball of the foot. Have your ponytails at the back and your thumbs on top, and have the band either side of your knee. Depending on how taut you've got the band, depends on how much resistance you're going to make your muscle work against. Now lift the knee, place your hands in your back, shoulders back, and extend that leg forward and down, keeping the knee slightly bent. Hold that position. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the hands, relax the knee, and put the foot down. Again, lift the knee, hands in your back, extend the leg. The heel is just off the floor. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the hands and gently lower the knee to the floor. Lift the knee, hands in your back, shoulders back, and push forward with that leg, using the muscles in your upper thigh. Well done. And release the hands, bend the knee and put the foot down. Lift the knee, hands in your back, and extend that leg forward, keeping it slightly bent. And then release your hands, lift the knee, and put your foot down. Gently release the band, and you can do as few or many as repetitions as you like. I would suggest you start with about 5 on each leg, but as the weeks go on and you feel stronger, you may like to do a maximum of 20. Hold the end of your TheraBand in one hand, and then as fast as you can, gather it up into that hand using your fingers and your wrist. Fast as you can. This works the fingers and the wrists. Well done. When you've done one hand, you could swap and do the other one. So as fast as you can, using your fingers or your wrists or both. Now, when you've got your ball of TheraBand, I'd like you to place it between your knees and slide your toes forward so that you can see your toes beyond your knees. And I'd just like to check that you are on the front third of your chair. Now, turn your toes in to touch each other. And then, without dropping the band, swoop your toes across the floor, leaving your heels where they are, and have the toes pointing out to the sides. Now lift your toes off the floor and hold that for 4, 3, 2, 1. Now relax the toes down, swoop them back in to touch each other, and then keeping the toes touching, lift the toes off the floor and count 4, 3, 2, 1. Now lower the toes. Let's do that again. So out to the side, lift the toes. Now this works the outer side of your ankle. And lower and swoop in and lift the toes. And this part of the exercise is strengthening the inner part of your ankles. Lower down, swoop out and lift. Lower, swoop in, and the last time, lift. And relax down. Take the toes out to a normal position and retrieve the TheraBand. It's very important to keep your ankles strong, particularly when walking on uneven pavements. Strong ankles and flexible ankles help reduce the risk of tripping. We're going to begin with a warm-up. So first of all, I would like you to come to the front of your chair by hip walking. That's one bottom cheek at a time, all the way to the front third of your chair. When you arrive there, make sure your feet are flat on the floor, slightly apart, and your shoulders are back and down. Now relax your arms at your sides, and let's just loosen the shoulder joint by swinging them. Try and keep the arms almost straight with just a tiny bend at the elbow. Your palms are facing inwards. Do mind your hands on the sides of the chair. So this is just loosening the shoulder joint, ready for further exercise. Well done. Take one heel out and place it on the floor in front of you. Bring that leg back and the other heel out and back. So alternately, heel and back, heel and back. Make sure you place the heel very gently and quietly on the floor in front. Don't just let it fall to the ground. And heel and heel and heel and heel. This is loosening up the knee joint, lubricating the knee joint. Make sure you're sitting tall still, working those tummy muscles the whole time. Now we're going to change slightly by, instead of taking the heel out, to tap the toe to the floor instead. So now it's toe and toe, toe and toe. Just tap the toe to the floor. You don't need to take the leg out too far. And it's going slightly diagonally to the side. So it's toe and toe, toe and toe. This helps keep the ankle flexible. Often as we get older, we tend to walk flat-footed, and this will help us not to do that. Toe and toe. Well done. Now we're going to go back to our upper body, so stop the legs, palms facing in front of you, and press and back. Press and back. Press. Imagine you're pushing something away from you, and then it's pushing back against you. So just press and back. Again, we're working the shoulders and the arm muscles. Nice and gently still, it's just the warm-up. Press and back. Press and back. Press and back. Change to arm curls. Have your arms at your side. Make fists and lift your fists towards your shoulders and down and up and down. Well done. Keep going. Up and down. Just loosening the elbow joint and up and down. And now we're going to move on to some flexibility exercises. So relax your arms down. Now this one is for keeping our fingers flexible. Obviously fingers needed for everyday tasks. Opening jars, buttons, necklaces, a whole host of things that we use our fingers for daily. So place your forefinger to your thumb and then stretch wide. Then your middle finger and wide, ring finger, wide, little finger and wide. So remember the wide stretch in between. Here we go. Forefinger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, forefinger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger. Make sure you're relaxing your shoulders. Middle, ring and little. Middle, forefinger, middle finger, ring finger and little finger. Forefinger, middle finger, ring. Sometimes it's quite fun to actually say it. Bit of a tongue twister. So all together now. Here we go. Forefinger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, forefinger, middle finger, ring and little, and faster. Forefinger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, forefinger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, forefinger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, and wiggle your fingers. And relax your arms down at your sides. Now stood in front of your chair, check you can feel the chair on the backs of your knees. Now take your legs slightly further apart, bend your knees just a little, just have them soft and keep your tummy in. Hands down by your side. Now imagine there's a pane of glass in front of you and behind you. As we bend sideways, I don't want your body to touch the glass. So leaning down to one side, keep looking straight ahead, just as far as is comfortable for you, and come back to the centre. And then we'll go in the opposite direction. Slide your middle finger down the seam of your trousers or skirt, and just feel a stretch down your side, and come back to the middle. Well done, same again. So sliding down, keeping nice and straight, looking ahead, and back to the middle, and the opposite direction, and back to the middle. Now this last time, so down to one side. Now can you add just a millimetre or two? Well done, and back to the middle, down to the other side. Add a millimetre or two, and back to the centre. Have a double arm swing just to make sure you're facing forwards and you're symmetrical once again. Let's complete the warm-up with some shoulder rolls. So bring your shoulders forwards, take them up towards your ears, all the way back and down. Well done. Same again. Forwards, up, back and down. Make nice big circles all the way forward, right up to your ears, back and down. 2 more. Forwards and up and back and down. This should always be done slowly. Up, back and down. We're going to move on now to the aerobic part of this exercise session. This is the part where we work our heart muscle and we get a little bit warmer and hopefully just that tiny bit out of breath to show that we're working hard. So we're going to take one heel out at a time. Take your heel forward, place it on the floor, the other knee bends slightly, bring that leg back, and the other heel and back. This is known as a heel dig. So dig and dig. That's place the heel to the floor, and again, and dig, and dig. So we're working a little bit harder now. This is when we want to get fitter. We want to be able to carry out everyday tasks with greater ease. So we need to work our heart muscle now. And dig and dig. Well done. Keep going. Dig and dig. You don't need to bend too low. If it hurts your knees, then just stop. Well done. A few more. Keep going. You're doing well. And dig. And dig. Okay, we're going to stop the legs and change to an arm movement. So stop. Now arm curls. So you bring your fists towards your shoulders and down. Fists up and down. These are called arm curls and down. And up and down. Up and down. Keep going. Now what we're going to do is add the legs back in. So we're going to keep the arms going, but as the arms come up, the leg and the heel go out. So let's try it. So it's heel and arms, curl and curl, dig and dig. Bit of coordination required here, and we're also working the body just that bit harder because we're working our arms and our legs. Curl and curl. Well done. Keep going. Curl and curl. If you are holding onto the back of the chair, you can do it with just one arm and one arm holding onto the chair. That's absolutely fine. Now you need to keep doing this for about a minute. It may make your heart rate go a little bit faster. You may find yourself getting a little bit warmer. And I want you to slow down to a stop, and now gently march. So try and land on your toes, keep your shoulders back. You can swing your arms a little if you like. We're going to march for about a minute now before we finish this section. As you feel stronger and fitter, you may find that you can add an extra minute or two to your aerobic workout. Okay, swing your arms a little bit more. Perhaps pick your knees up a little bit higher. Perhaps you could pretend you're walking uphill now. A little bit slower. Climb that hill. And you've reached the top. Nice gentle walk. You've reached the top. Well done. So a little bit faster, but much more gentle. Now slow down. Take your arms out now. Stop swinging your arms now. Slow down. And gently come to a stop and just swing your arms to finish. And relax. And well done. This is another balance exercise, and this one can be carried out on the floor. So make sure you have a carpeted area or a special mat so that you don't hurt your knees and that you're safe on the floor. Now come to the front third of your chair. Tuck your feet back under the seat. And first of all, we're going to stand. So you can either push off your chair, off your lap, or if you're feeling extra balanced, you can fold your arms. Ready, steady, and stand. Relax your arms if you did fold them, and pump your feet. If you are on an exercise mat, remember that the surface is slightly springy, which will make balance just a little bit more difficult. Now walk forward on your mat, and then slowly, picking your feet up, turn around and face your chair. So the way to get down to the floor is done through 4 steps. I'll just go through them first. Step 1 is to lunge towards your chair. Step 2 is to place your hands on the sides of your chair. Step 3 is to put your weight through your hands, quickly followed by step 4, which is to lower your back knee to the floor. You then follow it with the other knee and you'll find yourself safely on the floor. So you need to be a lunge away from your chair, so I'm going to move slightly further forward. Now with my strong leg, step 1 is a lunge. Step 2, touch the sides of your chair. Step 3 is weight through your hands. And step 4, lower your back knee to the floor. Join it with the other knee and crawl backwards away from your chair. Get yourself in a nice table position. So I'd like you to look at the mat or the floor. I'd like you to arch your back and then sink your tummy to the floor, the complete opposite, and then find the middle of those 2 positions. Now, if you can, I'd like you to put all your weight on 3 of your limbs and then lift one hand, slide it forward along the mat, and then just lift it up till it's parallel to the floor with your fingers pointing towards your chair. Keep looking down at the floor. Relax that hand down. Now do the same with the other hand. So slide it along the mat and lift it up till it's almost parallel to the floor. Keep looking down. So you're balancing on 3 legs of a table, and lower the arm down. Now we do the same with a leg. So put all your weight on your 2 hands and 1 knee, and then straighten out one leg, sliding the toes along the floor. And if you can, lift that leg off the floor. Keep that leg straight. Try to keep your back as still as possible. Imagine there's a tray of drinks on your back and you don't want to knock them off. And bend the knee and bring that leg back in. Let's try the same with the other leg. So take the other leg out, slide the toe across the floor, and if you can lift the foot off the floor, that would be ideal. Always keep looking at the floor and try and keep as steady as you can. Use your tummy muscles to keep you steady. And bring the leg back down. And then, if you feel you've accomplished that, you could try doing what we call the Superman. So that's an opposite arm and an opposite leg in the air. So, get your balance, get your back nice and flat. Take one hand out in front and lift it towards the chair. And then if you can, slide the opposite leg along the floor and just take it off the floor. Keep your leg and your arm straight and keep your back as flat as you can. Use your tummy muscles to keep yourself still. Lower the hand and bend the knee back to the floor. You could try that on the other side. So take the other hand ahead of you and the opposite leg. You may find one side much harder than the other. That's normal. And bend the knee, relax the hand back down. Well done. Now crawl back to your chair. We're going to get up in the exact opposite way that we got down. So place a hand on either side of the chair. It must be on the sides of the chair, because if they're on the front, you can push the chair away. So hands on the sides of the chair. Bring your strong leg up, bend that knee. Tuck the toes under of the back foot. And then by pushing with your weight through your hands, we're going to stand. And through your leg here. Ready, steady, and stand. Now only come to a bent knee position. Then place your hands on your thighs and gradually walk your hands up to your waist and then relax your hands down. I would pump your feet at this point to get the blood flowing normally again. And when you've completely found your balance, you can turn around slowly, picking your feet up, shoulders back, think posture. Then just check the chair is where you think it is. Check you can feel it on the backs of both of your knees. And then slowly sit down. We're going to do another exercise on the floor now, which is called the side leg raise. And this exercise is to strengthen your thighs and your muscles around your hips and the bones therein. So you can either do this one on the floor or we will also show you sitting down. So turn to face your chair, having got up, and you're a lunge away from your chair. So step 1, lunge. Step 2, hands on the sides of the chair. Step 3, weight through your hands. And step 4, lower the back knee to the floor. Join it with the other one. Take the hands down on the floor and crawl backwards away from your chair. Then gently lower yourself onto one hip. And you're now in a side sitting position. Now if you can walk your hands down away from your body, turn your bottom hand over so that you can rest your head on it, or you could use a pillow or a cushion for comfort. The higher hand is placed on the floor in front of you for support. Now bend your knees so that they are at right angles, your right angles at your feet, your knees and at your hips. Try and keep your back nice and straight, looking straight ahead. So this exercise, you lift the top leg off the bottom leg, only a few inches, and hold that position for 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. And this one again, you imagine a tray of drinks on your lower leg. So when you lift it, you need to keep it parallel to the floor. So lift the leg, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Same again. Now it doesn't need to go too high. 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. And again, lift, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Last one, lift the leg, hold it there, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. We're going to turn over and do the other side. So take the hand away from under your head, put it on the floor and push up with both hands until you come back to that side sit position. We're then going to turn over onto all fours. So walk your hands to the sides of the mat and then with a big push, come onto all fours. Then go down onto your other hip. Walk your hands down and tuck one hand under your neck or replace your cushion. Bend your knees so they're at right angles. Your ankles are at right angles. Your knees and your hips. Straighten out your back and look straight ahead with your top hand on the floor just in front for support. Now lift the top leg. 4, 3, 2, 1 and lower. And again, lift the top leg. Doesn't have to be very high. 4, 3, 2, 1 and lower. You'll feel this working the outer thigh and the hip. So lift that leg again. 4, 3, 2, 1. There's 2 to go if you can. So lift that leg. 1 and lower. And 1 more. 4, 3, 2, 1 and lower. As time goes on and you feel stronger, you may like to increase the number that you do. Now use your hands to push up into a side sit position. Turn over onto all fours. And to get up, you need to crawl towards your chair. When you're close enough, you can put your hands on the sides of your chair. Bring your strong leg up and tuck the toes under of the back foot. So with a big push on the leg and on the arms, push up. Keep your knees bent as you bring the back leg in. Put your hands on your thighs and slowly walk up. Pump your feet when you get there. This helps the blood pressure return to normal. Turn round carefully, picking your feet up. Feel the chair on the backs of your knees and slowly have a sit down. This exercise is to strengthen your wrists. So for this you need to be on the floor on all fours. Get your back in the tabletop position by arching your back first, then sinking your tummy to the ground and then find the midway position. So you should have a nice flat back. Now step forward with each hand. Bring your hips forward a tiny bit so that your shoulders are now above your wrists. And count 4, 3, 2, 1. Now step back with each hand. Take each hand to the edge of your mat or further apart on the carpet. Bring your hips forward till your shoulders are above your wrists and count 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's repeat that. So take the hands in again, then take them a step forward each. Bring your hips forward, shoulders above your wrists. Don't sink your tummy down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back where they were, and then hands out to the side. Bring your hips forward. You should be looking at the floor the whole time so as to relax your neck. 4, 3, 2, 1, and come in. Let's do that one once more. Step forward with each hand, hips forward. 4, 3, 2, 1. Step back with each hand. Take the hands out to the side. Bring your hips forward. 4, 3, 2, 1. And bring your hands back. Well done. This exercise strengthens your hips and your outer thighs. It's an alternative to the side leg raise, which we've done on the floor. Now hip walk to the front third of your chair, please. Feet flat on the floor. Very carefully put your feet together and your knees together. Come up onto your toes And carefully bend forward and put your TheraBand under your lap, across the top of your legs. Pull it quite tight and then lower your heels. Sit as tall as you can. It's important to keep your hands flat on the sides of your thighs and not to tuck your thumbs or fingers under the band. Now keeping your feet close together, for this exercise you're going to push your knees out to the side and count 4, 3, 2, 1 and bring the knees back in together. Good, push knees out to side again, pushing against the resistance of the band. 4, 3, 2, 1 and slowly back together, not letting them knock at the end. And push out to the side. 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently in again. And again, push them out to the side. 4, 3, 2, 1. So you can work as hard or as easy as you like with this exercise, depending on how tight you've got the band, what strength of band you're using, and how far wide you push your knees. Let's do a few more. Push out to the side. 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently in again. And again, push those knees out to the side. Try and push them equally. 4, 3, 2, 1. And the last one, push your knees out to the side. 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently bring them back together. This exercise is to strengthen your tricep muscles, and this will help when pushing up out of a chair or out of the bath. So to do this, you take your TheraBand and first of all walk to the front of your chair. So hip walk to the front, feet flat on the floor slightly apart and shoulders back and down. Now take the TheraBand at one end, tuck your feet back slightly and drop the TheraBand in front of your toes. Place each foot on it to secure it. Now this time you have the ponytail at the back and your thumb on top. Make sure you're looking square on the front of your room, and with a straight arm you're going to lead with your little finger, leading backwards, taking your arm away from your body behind you. Hold it there for 4, 3, 2, 1 and gently bring the arm back till it's vertical again. So again, stretch that band back, leading with your little finger, keeping your palm facing inwards. 4, 3, 2, 1 and come back. Good, same again, lead with your little finger, keep your chest forwards. The only part of your body that moves is that arm, and let it come forward again. Good, and again, take the arm back. 4, 3, 2, 1 and forwards. Just a few more, take the arm back. 4, 3, 2, 1 and again. You can work as hard or easy as you like, depending on what colour band you're using or how taut you've got it. And relax. And the last one, draw your arm backwards. 4, 3, 2, 1 and relax. Well done. Release the band carefully. Swap hands. Tuck your feet back. Pass the band in front of your feet and stand on it with both feet. So the band is now in your other hand. Make sure the ponytail is at the back and your hand is alongside the outside of your knee. Now sit tall with your chest square on the front of the room and draw back with your little finger. 4, 3, 2, 1 and bring the arm forward. Let's do 3 more. So draw the arm back, Keep your chest forwards, looking straight ahead. 4, 3, 2, 1. Keeping your palm facing inwards. Draw that arm back, little finger leading. 4, 3, 2, 1. And the last one. So draw the arm back, keeping that arm almost straight. 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax the hand forward. Carefully release the band from under your feet. Well done.